Hello, hello, everybody. Welcome back to Reality Realness Meets Entertainment in Color. I'm your host, Chantel Francis, with my amazing co-host, Tamika Francis. How are you for the second time today, Tamika? What's going on
I'm
now?
good. I'm good. Dinner's ready. So after
What's for
this,
dinner?
I made spaghetti bolognese
Ooh,
and some like Parmesan garlic bread.
ooh.
And I will be having a glass of wine to decompress from this episode.
Decompress is right. Now, it's. I like this season.
Hmm.
I liked the trailers, the opening bits to the movie night. I thought it was very dramatic and really exciting.
Hmm.
But this was a big letdown in what I was anticipating was to come from movie night with what we got started, what we got teased with on Friday. So if you guys don't know what we're talking about, we are speaking about Love Island UK season 8 episode 42. And it was movie night, so it's a new staple, that's a new trope that's part of the series, where when the cast of more week is happening, they take some clips and then there's a movie night for people to, get in trouble for their actions, when people are able to see things live.
Hmm.
Why did we not get to see all the movies?
I agree.
Actually, that's my biggest complaint so far, because like the ones that they picked were stupid.
Except for Dammy's.
Well, Dami's, I mean, yeah, Dami's was needed to be done, but
I actually, and Lucas wasn't stupid. The one that was stupid was Bill's.
exactly. Why are we why is the entire episode now about Luca being passive aggressive with a 19-year-old over the fact that she was having a conversation with a guy that was trying to chat her up?
I'm annoyed. Like, Luca genuinely scares me.
I can't stand him. Like before I was like, give him the benefit of the doubt a little bit. Like, I do find that he's a bit controlling, especially because she's so young. Like, why are you so controlling over this young girl? Like, just like let her breathe. Why do you need to cage her in? Like, she can't do anything. She can't look at anybody. She can't talk to anybody. Like, she's 19. Let her be free, for crying out loud. And just like the way that I didn't see anything going on in the clip to be mad about. Like, absolutely.
My whole thing, on top of that, even if Bill said, "Yeah, I'm so confused. Why is it that you do not trust her enough? You've been with her for how many weeks?" And he could come in here and you can sit there and say, "Oh, he says he feels more." So what if he feels more? It's what she's doing. She hasn't done anything, but that says what kind of controlling, disgusting behavior he is on.
I like the whole time, the aftermath of movie night, I was like, I hope she says, you know what? I don't really like this vibe. Like, I'm done with you.
I really hope she says it. I really hope it.
Like,
It
be
looks
like,
like
I'm
it's
done
about
with
to
you.
carry on. Yes.
And then they bring somebody in for her because like everybody will like Gemma.
Yes.
And maybe there'll be somebody that she just like is like nice to her and makes her feel good, and they just go win the show. I'll be
Yes.
fine if she wins the show if she dumps Luca.
Yeah. Bring in somebody, hopefully age appropriate for her, but I don't know if that's what she wants. But bring in somebody she would have chemistry with. Bring her Adam. Bring her what's his name that coupled up with Amber. Uh, whatever his
Josh?
name
Oh,
is.
Amber?
It's something with a J, but I forget. It's not Jeff.
Who's
Whatever his name
Amber?
was. Amber season 5 that won.
Greg. That's Greg.
Greg. Bring in her Greg. I am tired of Luca. I do not want her to stay with him till they
No.
get outside. I do not think this relationship is kosher. He actually scares me the way he's handling her, and I
She's a
don't
young
appreciate.
child. I know
Yes,
she looks like an adult, but she's a young
no,
girl.
and she's more mature than him, which is also the crazy
But
part.
like not necessarily mature emotionally to know
Right.
that she needs to get out of this.
Right, but
Out.
even which is why I think she was like to the girls. She's like, am I looking at this wrong? Do you think that I did something?" And they're all like, "No, like you didn't do anything." Yes, I think because what Tasha realized later is that Bill egged it on. But my whole thing is, you, Luca, have been with the girl since the beginning. You should know your girl.
And like everybody flirts. Like, and I don't even think she was really flirting, being like, "Ooh,"
I've not seen her flirt
like
with that man.
that wasn't flirting to it wasn't flirting as in to open the door.
No.
Like it was just like banter. Like it's
Yeah.
actually like she said it was flirty banter.
Yeah.
Like flirty banter is just maybe the way she has a conversation. Like
Right.
if I'm talking to a guy and he's kind of flirting with me, I might flirt a little bit back.
Right.
Like it's just kind of reciprocated, like it's not like if that were to happen, like Billy is trying to stir the pot, and like Luca is just like hook, line, and he just got Luca like reeled in with like that line, being like, "Well, I wouldn't have done it if like there wasn't a door open." It's like,
Right.
well, you're on Casa More, so all the doors are kind of open.
Right.
It's not boyfriend and girlfriend. She's probably like bored because she has like Luca as a boyfriend back at the main villa, and she like can't talk to anybody because she like wants to stay in a relationship with him. So
Right.
she's having a friggin' chat that's kind of flirty. It's not suggestive. It's not like talking about anything sexual. Like it's not talking about her and not liking Luca. Like it's none of that. They're just having a conversation, and she's being kind of nice.
He is insecure. He is
It's a
insecure,
loser.
and it doesn't, and it looks terrible on him. And I'm tired of him. I'm done with him. And then the boys egging him on, like, Dammy, shut the frick up. Like, concentrate on your own relationship. Like, it's absolutely ridiculous. Him and Davide can both go to hell in my opinion.
I'm not that far behind with Davide as well. We're gonna get to him. Thank you, Sophie, Tamika the beautiful, and Chantel the queen. Thank you, thank you,
Thank
thank
you.
you. Hi, CJ. Thanks for being here. Hi, Dan. Hi. This episode made me like Gemma and Stan Summer. Agreed. I like them both.
I like them both. I do feel like a little bit like Summer should have backed off a little bit, a little
Um,
bit, but
I don't know
only
though.
because I think she more clouded Indiyah than she did, and it's not because Indiyah doesn't believe her. I think Indiyah was trying to allow her to speak, but she also has her own emotions that she was trying to get to, and Summer was bringing her emotions into it, kind of thing.
Yeah, but you know what? She's part of it.
Yeah.
Sorry, like she's part of this
Well, no, no,
love
no.
triangle.
She's part of it because Demi put her in it. He called her over, but
And then I really did not like how Dammy was speaking to
I
her,
don't like
saying
how Demi was speaking to her, and so it's like,
that would have been my cue. I'd be like, that's how you're treating somebody that you were
but
talking
that's why
to.
I think she walked away. She's like, I need a minute. Like, this is annoying. And that's the only thing. Is like, I don't think Indiyah has been able to process like exactly what's going on for herself.
At this point, she can do whatever she wants. I'll
Yeah,
support her. But I think that Dammy's kind of is gross right now.
yeah,
Like the way that he spoke to Summer, that to
ridiculous.
me showed me his true colors
Yeah.
with how he treats people that he's not trying to get with. You know what I mean?
What did he expect her to say? Oh yeah, no, no, it was nothing serious. But
You
um,
brought her back, and she had
Ti-
an idea that you were going to be
so
together.
China says that three-way kiss that they did it every night.
Hmm.
Like, so I guess she said, you know how like the French kiss on the cheek. I guess that was their whole thing, like before bedtime. Um, and I'm just like, that's ridiculous. Like, who does that?
He was having his fun, and now he doesn't like the fact that he has to lie
Clean
in
it up
his mess. Yeah.
and admit to his wrongdoing.
And it's really it's actually pissing me off because he's kind of giving attitude when he's the one in the wrong. Like he should not be speaking to Summer like that. He should be like, you know what, Summer, like I'm really sorry that I may have given you that impression. Like I really always had my eyes on Indiyah, and I thought that we were just kind of feeling things out. But I'm sorry if you felt more from
But that's why I'm
what's
saying,
happening.
like, for you to have the gall to call her over, you really thought she was going to co-sign your bullshit. So do you really believe that you like?
She was probably thought that his threatening kind of like ballsy like call her over here that she might buckle and she might not be as forthright. That's what I think.
I think maybe if her and Indiyah hadn't had like gotten closer, maybe, but that's not what happened.
There was
So,
absolutely no reason for her not to tell the truth.
but it sounds like we missed the conversation, but it sounds like she did tell the truth already to Indiyah, but what Indiyah was like is like their truths didn't exactly match.
Because
And so
Dammy's
she,
a liar.
right. And so then when she sees the video, she's like, okay, so he was lying to me. Cause the way he's making it seem like it's like, oh well, I told you. She's like, three-way kiss. And you're the one who started it.
Oh,
And
I
he's
didn't think
like,
it was
oh
a big deal.
yeah, yeah,
I guess it is. I guess I didn't know that it was. It's
yeah.
like, anyways, he's annoying.
I can't tell you one man in there that's not trash.
They're all pretty trash. Um,
Maybe Deji, but
no,
although,
Deji pissed me off today too.
but he pissed me off too. So
This episode made me mad and sad at the same time, and angry. CJ, it made me angry. I just watched it right now and fuming. Hi, Ariana. So he wouldn't have flirted if there was nothing there. Nothing by there is super misogynistic. What woman hasn't flirted with unprompted? Absolutely. Absolutely. People flirt with women all the time. And like, just because you continue with the conversation doesn't mean that you are opening the door. It is misogynistic. I agree with that. Like, what is she supposed to do? Just be like, I can't respond to you because Luca's gonna get mad if I answer your question.
I genuinely think that's the issue with every single man that's in the villa right now. They're all misogynistic. Like they're all misogynistic pricks.
It's like,
Every
we can
single
go
last
around
one
and
of
fuck
them.
anything we want, but you got to
Right,
stay home and make sure
right.
that
And
you
anything that
are.
happens is on your fault. If somebody flirts with you, if somebody kisses you, if somebody wants to be with you, it's because you entertain it and open it up, even if you're saying that you didn't. Every single one of them. Every single one of them.
So
None
gross.
of them are good.
The younger ladies, Gemma and Summer, are the only ones that stood up to the guys. So sad. Well, I think that it just wasn't, that nobody had a chance really yet.
As
Because,
I
yeah.
said, with Indiyah, I think she's still processing. I think that was her point, and then like Summer got in. That's why I'm saying, it, Summer kind of got in the middle of when Indiyah was going to do that to him, and then kind of messed with her own emotions, kind of thing. But that was the only thing. I don't think it was that Indiyah didn't plan on doing that. That sounded like what she planned on doing,
Sorry, plan on doing what?
like going after him, like
Oh,
actually having it out with
I
him.
think that she didn't want to maybe raise her voice because of the
Right?
trope,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And so that's probably why she walked away, because she didn't
Yeah.
want to actually get angry loud. She didn't want to get loud. Um, but he deserves to have a speaking to, but I don't know if India is going to do that, because it's not a good look for her. People will turn on her in a hot
No,
second if
people have
she.
already turned on her. They said that she was not hard enough on him, and at this point, India can do whatever she wants to do. I no, she's never going to meet anybody's expectations. She's just not. She's just not. No matter what she does in this situation, she's not going to meet anybody's expectations. It's unfair.
I agree, CJ. So CJ says the production needs to talk to these boys about their toxic behavior. It's getting out of hand. And like, I didn't hear the whole thing. I listened to Murad Morali's video about Jax and how
Mhm.
he's like kind of mad with production, because production like kind of put him in situations for him to like be like, I don't know if it was unsafe like mentally, but like he has ADHD and all this stuff, and like was put in these situations by the production. And I'm just like, you were very happy to take the reins there. Like, you
Unless he's saying that production did not give him his medicine on time, in a timely fashion, on because like I said to you guys a few days ago, when you are in the villa, you do not know the time it is. When Cash was in the villa, she said she had like birth control or something that she had to take at a specific time of day, and they had to basically administer it. So that was the only time she knew what time of day it was. Unless production in the UK was not giving him his medication in a timely fashion on time, nothing else that was done is their fault.
well, he says that he left on his own accord because it wasn't safe for his mental health. So
Mm.
whatever that means. I mean, I'm not sure what's going on with Jax. I didn't see the actual video. It was just kind of hearsay and I wasn't fully listening.
Mhm.
But to me, it sounds like Jax is making an excuse for his behavior. It seems, but I
I
could
don't
be
know.
wrong.
Somebody on Twitter I saw said that his apology was actually good. It's on his IG. I did not look. I did, so I can't tell you.
Will you pull it up now? And we'll see. We'll
Yeah.
read it.
Oh.
So Dan says the thing that annoys me about Dami is that he always acts innocent. Yeah, it's actually at this point it pisses me off. Love Island UK must have been hard during the early stages of COVID to film it. No, I don't think they didn't have a break. So it's been going ever since. I think that they're basically quarantined. So I don't know. I never heard anything about the UK. So this whole episode was not giving. My blood pressure is through the roof. Yeah, I was pissed, Ariana. Pissed. Jessica agreed. None of these girls should be with any of these guys. This is why I'm all ready to move to Love Island USA with some new guys. Yes. I mean, I know we're probably going to be disappointed in the end, but it's nice to have the excitement and the hope that these new guys are going to be fabs. I need Indiyah to wake up quickly because Dami is not it. At this point, Dami is not it, but it's also like, who
Dami
is she going to
it
have?
that she got, and I'm sorry, that she's no better.
Yeah, I don't know. Hi, Sans. Son says, after watching tonight, I think this year's producers have engineered contestants that will definitely think about stealing the money at the end. That's interesting.
This is fair. I would be very happy if Indiyah got to the end and stole the money and kept it moving.
Wow.
I would be fine with it.
That would.
You still want to be in a relationship with me? I have the money. None of these boys deserve the money.
No. I would like him to steal it. Yeah, or her to steal it. I would like Ekin-Su to steal it if that's the case. I'd like Gemma to steal it.
Yeah.
Oh my God, would Gemma would never, but
yeah,
I would love that. Sans, put that in the universe.
Yeah, I have it up whenever you're ready.
So, okay, agree or disagree, Tamika? Is it just me, or did Indiyah go back to Dami too quickly after what happened in Casa Amor?
In what way?
Well, that's not my question.
Like I don't understand. So
do you think that she forgave him too quickly?
Like her and him recoupling after Casa Amor, she felt they had done the same thing, brought somebody back. That's what she said.
Well, I guess
based on that, I did not agree with it because I already saw what he did.
Do you think, though, that maybe what Dan is asking here is if she should have maybe talked to Summer a little bit more, find out a little more what was going on, like allow him to apologize a little bit more?
Conversation with Summer that we did not see.
The point is, though, did she take him back too quickly, or should she have done more investigating?
I have no idea.
Or
because I don't know the conversations of what she was told versus what from Summer versus what Dami was saying, versus what the boys were saying to her. I have no idea.
Actually, well, no matter what, I would never have taken him back after even what I like. If you came back with somebody, you weren't interested in me.
What Indiyah did, I don't know.
I'm just saying,
I would not have taken him back personally.
And so I feel as though, for me, I do think that Indiyah might have taken him back too quickly. I know that is a TV show, and you kind of have to like move things forward a little more quickly than maybe in the real world. I know that she didn't really have all the information. I know that she has feelings for him, but I do wish that she kind of let him grovel a little bit more, because I don't know if he proved it to my satisfaction how much he was into her. I don't think that he did enough, personally.
I mean, based on what they showed us on camera, I don't think he did enough either, but I also don't know. We get snippets, so I don't know.
So CJ says it wasn't just you, Dan. She ran back to him. Why couldn't she just wait for him to come to her? Interesting.
I don't feel like she ran.
I don't know if she ran back to him, but I think she could have made him grovel for more, a little bit more, a lot more. Yeah. The guy would have been like sleeping on that daybed for the rest of the season.
I think she felt uncomfortable in the couple she was in. I just think it was a lot of stuff going on with her that I'm not going to sit here and be like.
So Son says Indiyah going back too quickly tonight may have looked like
Hold on 1 second. I'm sorry.
Like a minute to us, but it may have been hours. True, that's true. I definitely don't like how that kind of ended at the end of this episode as well. So getting back to this particular episode, I was pretty annoyed for most of it. So we're back at movie night, and the question is like orgasms during sex. How many women have orgasms during sex? The boys get it right, and it's 15%. So they look up Tash Me If You Can. And we just basically see Billy and her kiss. I didn't think it was that big of a deal. It wasn't that intimate. We see her talking with Charlie a little bit. I really, to me, like, yes, I know the guys hate Tasha and they hate what they're doing to Andrew. I don't think that what Tasha was doing in those clips with Billy or those clips with Charlie were that big of a deal. Like, I think she was being
Neither did
nice.
Andrew, so it's moot point. I don't even care about those clips. I was like, that's what I was like the clips that they showed us. There were a few of them just like, why, Luca? Why did you have to put that one on?
So like with Tash Me With You Can, that clip, like when Luca egging it on, being like, "Oh, this is what you're doing," because like you see like her kissing Billy in bed, and she nibbled on his ear. He's like, "Oh, look, she's doing that," and like you're sleeping outside on the daybed, and it's like, shut up, Luca. Like just like all like everything that Luca was saying, all the guys like laughing, like oh, like I was like just fed up with them. Like really, I was fed up.
I
There
am
was
glad that
just
they showed the girls how much he was egging them on.
yeah, good. He
Um,
looks like an
I,
asshole.
yeah, and I do think that I think it can't be just Dami who thinks that he's playing a game and that he, was just trying to win the money.
Yeah, at this point, I really hope that Gemma jumps him. Please, Gemma, please. Hi, Lady Lyrics. So Luca and Dami are annoying, whining about Andrew sleeping outside. When they showed Tasha and Billy kissing in bed, that was because Tasha decided to go back with Andrew. Andrew chose to go outside on his own. Exactly, exactly. Like they're all annoying. All those guys are so annoying. So, well, Andrew does like I hate Andrew too. He has like that smile on his face, like he does like what I've done is like a lot worse, and it's like this isn't actually funny. Like I don't think that any of it is funny with the way that you guys are all like kind of slut shaming all the girls for doing a lot less than you guys did, and then Andrew gets to play like oh like my heart's broken. I love the girl that I want doesn't want me, and then allows all these guys to like egg things on, and it's just like Andrew, either stand up for your girl or don't. Like it's just I don't like the dynamic of those guys.
Obviously, he won't. It's beyond obvious at this point. He will not.
He's such a loser. Sorry, like sorry for those Andrew fans out there, but he's just like, ugh, bleh. They're all bleh. So okay, so I think the question was going longer without sex than coffee, and the girls win, and it's 78%. And so they want to see Silence of the Dams. And I was like, yikes, Debbie. Like it was bad. Like it wasn't good. Um and then like Andrew was saying something, and all I wrote down was "Shut up, Andrew," or somebody else might have said "Shut up, Andrew." Who said it? Was it me or was it someone else?
I don't even know.
Well, the thing is with Dami too is that like if he was just completely honest and be like, I was kind of out of line there at Indiyah. Like I really was playing it up. Like I was on a lad's holiday. I wasn't really considering you and my feelings for you. They were still there, but I kind of put them aside just to like have the Casa Amor experience. I did a 3-way kiss a couple like every night. Like I kind of built a bit of a connection with Summer. With all that happens, it did make me realize that I only want to be with you, but I don't want you to be surprised in case you see anything because I was being a little bit out of line. She would have forgiven him. Do you think she would ever know?
The thing is, never would happen. It just would
That's true.
never happen.
That's true.
The
So
thing
what
is,
percent?
like, these are some smart ass men. Like, they are all college educated. Dammy's a fucking microbiologist. Like, that should tell you.
Well, maybe he's like good in the lab, but he's not good in like real life.
I think
Like,
Davide is like a high level finance person. Like this is bullshit.
yeah, they suck. So, what percentage of women sent nudes? And 88% women win here. So they want to look at Luca, who's talking. So this is where they showed Luca egging people on. I wish they showed a little bit more. I wish they showed the fight between Dami and Luca. I
Hmm.
wish that they showed.
Davide saying that Summer was an upgrade.
Hmm. That would have been in Davide's, but I
Yes,
wish they'd show that. That was in Luca's though. I was just like just annoyed, like that they didn't show any of the good stuff to get the guys in more trouble. But like they didn't show the good stuff for the girls either. But
they
the
didn't show
guys are
the
taking it
handshake.
so.
They didn't like. There was a lot of stuff that I was just like, okay, so you what y'all are doing is just trying to stoke a flame, but y'all weren't like trying to shut shit down with anybody. Um, it it was piss poor in
What was piss
my
poor?
opinion. The clips that they showed.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it seemed like even watching Summer kiss him the first time was like pissed Indiyah off. She's like, that was long.
Hmm. We said it was long too, didn't
Yeah,
we?
we did say it was long.
It was a little bit long. They didn't show the friggin' handshake. The handshake would
Handshake.
have helped solidify Summer's point.
Yeah. That he
So
was leading her on. Hmm.
he was 100% leading her on.
Hmm.
The fact that she's like, summer isn't over, like, even that alone.
Hmm. I think
And
she
that was,
could have probably heard it. No?
I don't know. I don't know how far away they are.
Okay.
But she didn't come out yet with Deji.
Okay.
Because that was when he chose Summer.
Right.
So she wasn't there yet. So Sans, I agree with you. Luca giving the run-in commentary during the clips was so annoying. It
He,
was infuriating. Like I already don't like him. Like why are you being even more annoying, you know? So what percentage of, I don't know if it was women or people, have sexual interactions in the office? The girls win with it was 90%. So they want to see the Italian stallion job, and it's minus the a summer upgrade comment. It shows him kissing both Coco and Molly, and he's like, "Well, I already told her. I told her. I told her. I told her. I was
but
honest."
Gemma's sitting there like, was it Gem? She's like, I thought it was one person. Like, she's like, it was two people. I thought it was one. Did we know it was he's Kiss Coco? Like,
Yep. So and then he says he's like, "Oh, for the moment, the liar is Ekin-Su as always." It's like, shut up. Like, I, what you saw Ekin-Su do, she could easily think that it was nothing. You saw exactly what happened. So if you want to decide that that's more than something, then that's on you, Davide.
but but that's fine. Then dump her.
It's true.
My whole thing is I'm fine if he can never trust her. I said this 2 days ago. I am fine if he can't ever trust her again. I get it. Not to say that I agree with it. I get it. Sometimes somebody breaks a trust that you can't get past. Stop yo-yoing her. Dump her.
Exactly. Just get rid of her. You don't like her. You find her a liar. You're never gonna forgive her. Like, get rid of her then.
Just
You don't
dump
like
her.
her.
Pursue another girl. Dump her.
He's so annoying. Sasan says Dami has emotional intelligence. Sometimes I think that there's still time for him to turn himself around. I
He's
don't even know if I want to see
26.
it. Hmm?
Oh, he's 26. I don't know. Some of that stuff feels ingrained. That's it for him.
Sans is not really surprised by their behavior. Men expect women to be perfect while they don't recognize that in themselves,
This is true.
and do the most. It's true, and it's
This is true.
disgusting.
And it's disgusting.
Like, especially the dynamics between Luca and Gemma. Like, that
Oh,
is it exemplified of like how disgusting that the expectations are.
true.
Like, what did he want her to do?
I don't know.
Like not breathe, not look at anything, like not wear a bikini, not go outside. Like what? Do you just
Oh
want
my
to like
God.
hide in
Can
a
you
closet?
imagine? Can you imagine if he's like, oh, you can't go outside and that? Like when they
I
get
guess
home? Oh, fuck no. This got to be stopped. I'm sorry. Where's her mama?
she's coming. I'm sure she's coming soon, and he's gonna be on his best behavior. So next question was disappointed by a man's size in dick pics, and the girls say 82%. I thought that was funny. They're like, no, well, guys, like when they said it, they're gonna try to make it look bigger. They're gonna try to make it look bigger, and they're like, it never looks big enough, babe. So the girls won that one. It was funny. They decided to watch Finding Andrew. I was like, who cares? And like they didn't even show any of the good stuff. I wanted to hear him say, like, I'm gonna ruin you. I wanted her to hear that.
It was dumb. Like the ones they chose were just dumb.
And so the way that he was kissing her is what really upset Tasha the most. And like that would probably offend me the most. It's like, if you've already gotten over the fact that he had something with somebody else, but like seeing some of the intimacy that you have together, that I would have a problem with it.
Yeah. Um, yeah, keep going. I'm
And so
thinking of
Danica
something
was
later.
kind of supporting, though, I think, Andrew and Tasha, and being like, listen, like what me and Indiyah might do, we're crazy, like we might do something differently. And just basically saying, like, if you still want to go back to Andrew, don't feel like you can't do that because of us. And
Yeah,
then somebody was like, chat later, Danica. Like who was that? Was it Davide?
I didn't even hear that. I
Someone
didn't.
was telling Danica, yeah, I think it was Davide, to shut up. And she's like, I was trying to, and she's like,
I
whatever.
I need people. See, this is the thing where what pisses me off. There's still a lot of black women who support Davide, and I understand y'all not supporting Demi, but there's no reason for y'all to be supporting Davide. He
I
has
haven't
been.
heard that really. I
He,
guess there's a couple people actually that still say that they like him.
yeah,
Actually, that's true.
it's like he's disrespectful to women in general. But I don't like the way he treats the black women. I don't like the snide little comments that he's made. I don't like it. If you think that Summer's such an upgrade, dump
Go be with
Ekin-Su
Summer.
and go be with fucking Summer. But I know that you wouldn't do that because you don't like black women. So shut the fuck
And
up.
Ekin-Su is in his eyes probably the most attractive woman in the villa.
Right.
CJ says, "How about Ekin-Su dumping him first? I would take that as well. I want her to
At
be
this
fed up.
point, I'm gonna
I
tell
think
you the truth. I want what I want right now. Ekin-Su, dump Davide, go after Adam. Go after Adam. Go after him.
yeah, I'll take it. I'll
Because
take it.
Paige, that conversation,
Oh, we're getting to it. Okay, we're coming to that
that's what I was
conversation.
thinking about before, and then I was like, wait, no, we're not there yet. Oh, go ahead.
That I mean, I didn't like. I was already riled up from this
Yeah,
episode, so I don't
yeah.
know if I took notes, but we could definitely get into it. Um, so so it was how many? I don't know if it was men or yeah, I think it was men. How many men would give up sex for £1,000,000? And the guys thought it was really low, and they're like, "Oh, girl, you don't know anything about men." And it was 50%, 56%, and the women got it right.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and so they chose Good Bill Hunting. Why?
Because of Luca's ass. Because he's sitting there yip yapping from across the villa, telling them, "Oh no, what you were gonna go choose that one? Why don't you choose that one?" And then Danica chose it, like pressured Danica to choose that one. I was so pissed. How dare you pressure them to choose one because you want to see it? That's not even the one I wanted to see.
I didn't want to see that. I don't care about Billy
I
and
went to see
Gemma.
what they had in the Adam Project. Ah, shit! I would have rather see the one that they had for Deji. I would know what they were using for that one.
I would have rather seen either of those over the Billy project. I don't care. I don't care. Billy was there to stir shit up, and he did.
And he
And
has, which is why I'm like, Luca, you are the most insecure MFer because the fact that you know he came from Casa Amor, he's supposed to be stirring stuff up, and you're still believing him over Gemma, you're ridiculous.
yeah, he's the worst. So that was it. Movie up night is over. I'm like, wait, I wanted Paige to see her man Jax. You know what I mean? And I was just like really annoyed by that. So Luca storms off after the movie night, and then he's talking to all the guys, and he's like, "Oh, the guys come over, and they're just chatting now." And he's just so mad. It's like, I have the right to be mad. I have the right to be mad. Like he's just like amping himself up to be mad at this young girl that has done absolutely nothing, and this older guy is like speaking to her in maybe a flirtatious way, and she's responding to him. Like
Listen,
I'm
y'all
I'm
could talk
so
about
pissed.
last season's men as much as y'all want to. The only one that maybe was this close to being that bad was Jake.
Oh yeah, you're
Maybe this
kidding.
close. And that was because we know Jake was playing the game.
Oh, and then Deji, like this is where Deji pissed me off. So he's
Mhm.
standing there, and Davide is kind of like thinking about like, well, I need to have a conversation with Ekin-Su, and I need to hear
No, no,
her.
no. Davide in short, like called over Bill and Deji and said, "What happened?"
But anyways, my point was though is that Deji says he's like, oh well, like anything that you say to her, like if you ask her anything, she's just gonna lie. It's like, who you have you even had a conversation with her, Deji? Like, who are you to tell her tell Davide that she's gonna lie about anything that's said?
I agree.
And
He should
also,
have stayed out of it.
Deji, like
But he
guys,
has had conversations.
pardon?
I so the only reason why I know he's had conversations with her is because of stuff that the Casa Amor boys have said off in the IG lives. So just some of the stuff that they said, I can understand why Deji feels that she would lie about it. That being said, he should have stayed out of it.
I thought it was inappropriate, completely inappropriate to basically call a woman a liar. That like, and and these guys have all been lying and like and being untruthful and like doing things a little bit worse than they're actually admitting to. And now he's calling the woman a liar because he's like keeping this boys club, this pact kind of thing together. Like, I
I
don't know if
no, that wasn't it. It's because George told them what
he
happened.
said that it was hands were here or whatever, but like,
No, he told them exactly what
what
happened.
happened then? Tell me.
Because he's saying that they were touching each other and holding hands and then started touching each other. She's saying they were cuddling. When after that is when she pulled him and said, "Don't tell the boys." So then he went back and was like to the boys, "No, like don't say anything because she doesn't want it spread." And then they were like, "What happened?" And she wouldn't tell them what happened. And so I think that's why I think George has portrayed, because he has said it on IG Live, that he feels bad for Davide. He thinks she's a liar. I think that's the way George portrayed it to
I
the
think that
guy.
George came on to Ekin-Su in bed and she entertained it for a moment, realized what was going on, and she put a stop to it. That's what I think that happened, and I think that he pushed the envelope in bed. I definitely don't think that she instigated any of that, and she was in a situation in bed that she didn't fully want to be in. That's the take that I'm getting, and like the more that he's now saying like, oh, she's a horrible person, oh, she's this, she's that,
Yeah.
like it seems as though he got shot down and he's feeling salty about it.
Yeah, no, that's what I took from it. I was like, but that's the way he's portraying it to the guys.
And but the fact that the guys just are going to go and like gang up on an Ekin-Su, it basically is slut shaming her. Like
Yeah,
it's just like
that's why
shut
I was like,
up.
Davide does not want to talk to George because all he's going to do is make it worse. Truthfully, to be honest.
Make it worse. Like get out of that shit, Ekin-Su.
Yeah.
Davide's a pile of garbage. Um, So I do love though the fact that Billy doesn't care. Like I don't care. Like when Luca's mad at me, this and that. Like I'm just like, good, don't care. But can you stop like interjecting?
That's what I'm saying. They should have stayed out of it.
I do. I
Really
wish they
full
would
of
stay out of
shit.
it. So I don't think Gemma has done anything. Gemma doesn't think she has done anything. The girls doesn't think that she's done anything. From these images that we saw on movie night, I don't think she's done anything. Like I don't know what Luca has imagined to make him so fuming mad. Why are you fuming mad?
And if she downplays this, I'm gonna go off. How dare she? I'm like, what do you?
I'm gonna sleep. I'm not gonna sleep in the bed with her tonight. She's probably like, good. I don't want your vibes. Like, get out of here. So we see Summer, Dami, and Indiyah. Wait, Summer, Dami, and Indiyah. Oh, sorry, Danica and Indiyah. They're all talking, and I like them as a trio, and I think that
My favorite three friendships right now in that villa.
yeah, they're great. Like I do really like them. But what did I write here? Oh, she says that Dami wasn't quite honest, and I think that that's true. I
Yeah,
think that he wasn't quite honest with her, with how he felt about her. If he
exactly.
didn't feel like he wanted anything with Summer, I don't think he made that clear when he invited her back to the villa.
Right.
I don't think that Summer knew that she's just going to be part of this like game that he's playing with Indiyah.
Mhm.
And I think that Indiyah has a right to know that too.
I think if he's the way he's portraying it, if he's saying it the way that I think he's saying, he should have been like to Summer, like what I am sure, absolutely sure, India said to Deji, I I'm not sure what I want, but I want to take you back to the villa and figure it out between you and India. For me right now, it's still India. My heart is still with India, but I want to see if we could progress. I think that would have been more honest than what he's doing right now.
I agree. So Son says, but if people continuously improve themselves, if and when they recognize that they have behaved inappropriately, they shouldn't. Then shouldn't we give them the opportunity to do so? Ain't none of us perfect.
I agree. I
Sure.
agree. I agree. But the problem is none of these boys are self-reflective.
No,
Like
they're
none
just they
of
just point the
them.
fingers. They just blame.
They're none of them are self-reflective, which hence the misogyny. Like I think, and I also feel like that's kind of what India was doing. Like I feel like she was allowing him that opportunity to show her that what he did was a oops, like a just a mess up, rather than he really like disrespected her. And now
This is
she understands it was like actual disrespect,
hmm
which we knew because we saw the film, but she did not understand that. She thought he just built this connection with somebody. So did she. He didn't know what to do with it. Yes, the girl feels like he, took advantage of it and was more. She felt like there was more to it than him. But again, just like with Gemma, things could be crossed. You don't know. So I think that's what she was taking from it. But now she realized he fully on disrespected her.
yeah. And I think all of these guys have like Jack's like Paige was giving him the benefit of the doubt and taking him back or whatever. And well, I wouldn't have done that, but if she wants to give him some grace because they're continually improving themselves, like, okay. I just don't think that any of them have the maturity level to be able to actually be self-reflective in
Right,
order for them being taken back if it's
right.
because they are going to put in that work to be a better person. I
Their
don't think that they are.
redeemability is definitely not happening in the space and time that this show is on. Their redeemability might not even be in this year.
This
They might need
decade.
30 in order for them to have their redeemability. Personally,
I agree with you, Jessica. Luca treats Gemma like she is his property. He's also childish. Yeah.
yeah,
Sons tells their children all the time, it doesn't matter how many times you mess up, as long as you learn from it. Don't be scared to mess up. But like, if you're
but the
making a
same mess
choice,
up.
he made a choice. I think he made a choice. I
No, no,
think
no.
that he
Even if he made a choice to keep making the choice over and over, because that's what he was actively doing. It was one thing to make the choice, and then it was another to keep going further, and then come back and lie
and
about
then
it.
lie about it, and
Yeah,
then now gaslight
right,
Summer and yell at her for it. So
right.
has he learned yet? And he is this are these new mistakes that he's making that he needs to be forgiven for?
Yeah,
I just like I do definitely agree that if you can mess up, absolutely, and have an opportunity to improve, grow, learn, absolutely, but I don't know if I put what Dami has been doing in that category.
yeah. No,
Maybe the first
not
time.
what Dami has been doing. Absolutely not.
Dad says, Tamika, preach.
No.
Jessica says, I don't see these guys making any real changes. They are just making excuses and gaslighting the women. That's what I feel.
Yeah, that's how I feel.
King Cash says, Toby. Toby, I think, turned around a new leaf.
Yeah, but he also
That
had
was his
the
first relationship too.
yeah, he had the wherewithal to realize that but it was after how many relationships, like two in the villa. But I think he had the wherewithal to really realize, oh shoot, she's the one that I like, and I've got to fix this. I don't know if any of these guys are at that point.
Dan says Luca turns the littlest things into a huge thing. Yeah, it's annoying. So says another thought I had was that the producers may also be giving Paige the winner's edit. I don't care about Paige at all.
I don't like Paige. So.
Ariana, I don't get why everyone believes what George says over at Ekin-Su. We saw the video and it was nothing. Exactly. Like she sat up like she wasn't comfortable with what was going on. That's the kind of sit up that it was.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was just like I don't like want to be doing that. That's what it felt like to me.
Yeah.
It didn't feel like don't
but I don't think it was just a cuddle like she's saying.
I think that he was getting frisky and inappropriate, and I think that maybe she was like moved into it a little bit, and then she realized what was going on and sat up and stopped it.
Yeah, I agree with that. I just don't think it was just a cuddle.
Well, I think that she probably doesn't want to make it look like he was being a sexual predator.
Inappropriate.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I don't think she wanted it to make it look like that, because that's, depending on how she phrases things, it could sound bad. I don't know exactly what happens, but it seems like it was being taken to a level that she wasn't comfortable with, and she didn't know how to speak about it.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
So Sun says, not only does Luca make a mountain out of a molehill, but it's embarrassing because he'll back down quickly because Gemma doesn't care. I know Gemma doesn't care, and I love that. I want her to dump him so badly because she can afford not to care. Yes, she does not care at all.
She needs
you are going to like crawl back up to Gemma because you're going to be like, oh, I'm losing my meal ticket. I gotta
meet Michael Owen.
Mm-hmm. Jessica, I don't like Davide, but Ekin-Su likes to lie. Ekin-Su definitely did something that she should have mentioned to Davide. I'm really, really wondering though if it was that George crossed the line and she didn't want to call that out. That's really what I think happened. From the way she stood up and looked over at him, like it just felt like something inappropriate happened, and I don't know if she was fully into all of it. So Dan doesn't want to see George video call Ekin-Su and Davide to see what happened on the covers. Oh, you want to see George? Wait, is that a thing? George video call?
Well, I mean, they had what you call it in the villa, but that was before she got sent out. We ain't seeing George anyway, and we don't want to see George.
I don't want to see George. I don't want to see George because, like, I don't know. I don't like what I'm really feeling about it. It's not great. So I don't know. Like if I'm tuning in to how it feels, it doesn't feel right. And I hope that I'm wrong. Billy wants airtime. Absolutely, Billy's there. It's just
why Luca's dumb.
Yeah, he's a loser. At this point, none of these boys deserve the money. So, which couple do you think could win?
I don't even
right
know
now. Right now, it's like Adam and Paige. I guess I don't know. Who cares? The audacity of Dami to call Summer fake. I know it's so rude. I think that he's one of the fakest there. Well, that's why he's calling that out in her right projection. He was obviously being fake with Summer, and he's being fake with Paige before. Mm-hmm. The most childish boys so far in Love Island history. I would agree. They're very childish. Demi's problem is that he has a problem with just admitting he was wrong. He's always trying to make excuses, and now he's trying to say that it was all in Summer's head.
I think that's the Aries.
That's true. They're all about themselves.
Yeah.
So I think that they both touch each other's private parts, and then Ekin-Su come to some senses and stopped it. Sure. In answer to CJ, it's looking like Danica and Billy. No.
After tonight, Bill, all the Gemma stands ain't giving Bill not a vote. Not again.
Yeah, but I'm still here for Indiyah because a woman can maketh a man. I don't know. I don't know if she
know about that man, but I don't think they're gonna vote for Billy after this. He made the wrong choice in talking against Gemma, to be honest.
Mm-hmm. I mean, the fact that yeah, he made the wrong choice there. He's not going to win the show no matter what. He's probably going to be, I don't know who's going to be dumped next actually, because there's a lot of people that can go. But it's
Do
probably going to be
you think
Deji and
if
Summer.
Indiyah went to Deji, she could win? No, right?
No,
They don't have chemistry.
she has a better chance winning with Dami, but I think that Dami is bringing her stock down.
Yeah. Oh no, yeah, that's definitely Twitter is already like turning on her because she wasn't hard enough on him. I'm like, I want to know the part that like makes me laugh is all these people are into, oh, he reminds me of my ex boyfriend because she's allowing him to do. I said, and how long were you with that ex boyfriend? How long did you allow that ex boyfriend to do to you what
What you're
is
calling her out to be like,
she
quick,
needs
quick,
to
quick.
stop now?
Yeah.
Exactly.
So I laughed when Gemma came out of wherever and she just walks right past Luca. I'm just like, she is not bothered.
She she seriously was just like, and he's like, she's not even gonna say anything. Oh my god.
Oh, shut up. Um so like, yeah, we hear him, Luca, saying like, oh, I'm not making the effort, like I won't even sleep in the bed tonight. It's like,
Good.
don't go sulk on the daybed and just like simmer in your anger, like just go do that. um so then Dami goes over to Indiyah, sits on the daybed, and like she's like, he's like, what, or something like that, and she's like, well, you came over here, like you had something to say. So he's like, well, I'm just waiting for my grilling. It's just like, Dami, like, I don't know, have a new attitude when you're coming over to speak to her. Like, it's just, I was so irritated by him as well this episode.
Hmm.
Like, have a little more respect, have a little bit more kindness, like if you like really like Indiyah, can you just be a little bit kinder with how you apologize? I'm waiting for my grilling. Well, you deserve a grilling, and she didn't give you one ever. She's actually just spoke facts.
Yeah.
So then he calls Summer over, and I was like, I think I was fine with how Summer responded, and she's like, well, you made me feel a certain type of way when you brought me back, blah, blah, blah. You're fake, you're faker than anything. And like, we're going to see next episode that Summer is actually crying about being called fake, because like, I think that she probably did feel something for Dami and did think that something was going on. And now she's looking like a bit of a mug for the fact that like he didn't care about her at all and that she mistaken everything that's going on. And this is not the same as the Gemma like situation, Gemma Billy situation, where nothing actually went on. I do think that something was going on that was a little bit more intimate between the two of them. And so the fact that she felt that certain way, I think it would be a little bit hurtful for him to be saying that she's fake now and that he didn't care about her and all that she was feeling was like all in her own head. Like, that would hurt me.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I didn't have a problem with Summer and what she was vocalizing. I'm just saying that at that moment, it also prevented Indiyah from being able to vocalize what she was feeling and process what she was feeling, and that was it. That's all, because it became about Summer. But that was my only thing. But I
But
understand
Demi,
Summer has every right to have the feelings that she felt because we all agreed with it. Like, he made it seem like Summer was it for him.
and Dami's the one that called her over, and I think he wanted
Right.
to just have a show off moment, but to
Yes.
like just make her look like garbage. Because he like, even when she's leaving, she's like, "Shut up, Summer! Shut up!" I was like, that alone, I'd have been like, I'm turned off of whatever that was. Like, that's how you deal with your problems. Like, that's not my vibe. I would have been pissed off at that as well. How he responded to Summer
Mm-hmm.
was not great. Because like, that's how he could respond to you one of these days.
Mm-hmm.
So that ended, and then he was trying to touch her and trying to cuddle her. She wasn't into it. I was happy she wasn't into it, but then they were kind of like lying down together. You can see that she's thinking a lot. She's trying to figure out what she's going to do and if she's going to forgive her, and like, and he does things to make her kind of laugh, so it like it makes her not feel completely as angry with him.
I've been avoiding the funny guy because that's what they do. Everything's a joke, and especially if they genuinely make you laugh, you don't you don't know you're not able to process your own feelings because they're pulling other feelings out of you. But she did walk away, and then she came back, and they were kind of cuddling, but she did say we're not friends,
Yeah.
then when they were going to bed, she did cut her eye at him and walked away. Didn't say nothing to him. So she's mad. She's just trying to process it, and I get it. I really do. I think
You're
she
on a
has
TV show.
genuine. She has genuine feelings for it. She said it in her ITM. She said the feelings I had for Demi
Don't
aren't
just go
going.
away.
Yeah, they're just not going away, and I think that's the conflict here for her.
So Tasha and Andrew sit down, have a conversation, and she's like, okay, so like she's like so excited like to talk to him about this. And I'm like, this is also really phony, Tasha. Like the fact that you're like so okay and easygoing with what happened in movie night, like, and just like just so how'd you feel about it? Like I was just annoyed, so I didn't really write down that much about it. Then Luca comes over, I think, and then Gemma comes over and she's like, what's wrong? And all I wrote after that was I hate Luca. She's because like Gemma just like what's wrong? What are you so
How
mad
she's
about?
like, how are you? I'm buzzing. Like,
Buzzing.
how immature are you? How's the 19-year-old more immature than you?
Oh, and then when Luca had come over and he's like kind of apologizing to Tasha for saying the Tasha who comment, and she's like, "Oh, don't worry, Luca. I found it funny. I found it funny." It's like I don't think you found it funny, but
I don't think
whatever.
you found it funny, but I just think that both of you at this point don't care because y'all trying to win. So, whatever.
Yep, pretty much. And then another point, Gemma goes over to Luca and like she goes and she just sits down and like he just like wants her to act a certain way and do a certain thing and but he just like enjoys being mad at her and it's actually makes me uncomfortable.
That's
The
what I'm saying.
amount
It's
of
scary to
vitriol that
watch.
he's sending to this poor young woman that doesn't deserve it at all.
Like, it's scary to watch. It really is.
So I don't think her mom's gonna like him.
I don't think so either. I
This
hope she shuts
is
it
it.
down.
This is the moment where like she's gonna be like, I don't really like
Yeah,
how she treats you, Gemma.
yeah,
I don't like how he treats you.
yeah.
I hope she says that anyways.
I hope so.
Um, I love that she's like saying like, just get over yourself. Like, yeah, get over yourself, Luca. And then all I said is like, get out, Gemma, run, red flags, get out, get out, please.
Please,
That's what I was saying.
please.
We see Adam and Paige talking. She's like, "See, I was a good girl." It's like, shut up.
Like,
Like,
first of all, did they even show? So, did they show her video? We didn't get to see it because, like, I'm annoyed then. And second of all, you.
anyways, they kiss. He kissed her like he wants her to fall in love with him.
Yeah,
So she's probably in it.
yeah,
Um, and that's all I wrote. And then getting ready to bed, and we see Adam and Paige kissing in bed. That's all I wrote down.
yeah. Well, I think India and Dami said something. India said something to Dami when they were in bed. Um, Tasha and Andrew decided they're couple number one in the villa that I don't care about though. But I forget what India said to Dami at the time because I was trying to read it. It was so, like, they were whispering it, and I couldn't really read it on the screen.
Stan wants to know if there are going to be new people coming in.
There should
Probably
be.
a couple.
Yeah, because we still, at the end of last season, we still had Aaron come in at the end, Priya and Brett.
Look, if Indiyah was too hard, she would have been slammed at the angry black woman. She can't win. Absolutely, I agree with
Mhm.
that.
That's what I
Sans.
said. She can win.
I love how in all Gemma's arguments she never shouted once. She
Yeah.
just sits there and just like takes it, which I don't even think that she should. I wish that she didn't have to. Hi Tasha. So they expect so much from Indiyah. It's sad how quick a person can turn on someone because they didn't act how you want them to.
Yep.
Well, her. Um,
Yeah.
well, the black people. I think the white people get a lot of leeway.
Yeah.
Summer ate Dami up. He needs more though. He needs somebody to like put him in his place. I wish Gemma would just have more conversations with Billy or any other guy just to annoy Luca.
I mean, for real, like make him leave then, because
Or maybe like somebody's gonna come in for Gemma and just be like, Gemma, like I think you need better than Luca. Think you need someone that's gonna treat you well, blah 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 blah. And take her on a date. Make him be fuming, fuming. The two things to be true. Summer could have felt genuine feelings for Dami, and Dami could just have not seen it as serious. Well, we know that Dami didn't see it as serious, but he was playing into the fact that he knew that Summer was into him.
Summer came in for Dami, which is, again, it's kind of like the same thing I was saying about Andrew. If you are intending on building something with somebody else genuinely, he made sure to bring back Coco. He made sure not to bring back Jasmine. And that's the difference. If he was just playing around with Summer the way he's trying to make it seem like now, then he wouldn't have brought back Summer. Now, the other thing is, it's if he just would say, listen, I really genuinely thought that I could be into Summer, but I realized that Indiyah is the person I want to be with, and I am sorry, Summer, that I could not decipher those feelings, and I led you to believe that there was going to be more. I apologize. I think people would genuinely be like, okay, we get it.
Not be like, shut up, you're fake, you're fake.
That's not what he's doing.
No,
he's acting like a child.
When Gemma told Lucha to shut the fuck up, he quickly got quiet.
And he deserved that one.
We need the mean tweets to go after Luca.
Oh my God, I can't wait. I can't wait for mean tweets.
Hi, Jaquan. I still like somewhat Gemma and Luca. No, Gemma. We like Gemma. But you get mad at every single thing. Luca is a toxic person. He has set his claws in on this young woman, Gemma, for his own benefit, and he's kind of caging her into this like relationship that she has zero freedom.
Luca's zero freedom. Cool. I'm sorry.
Anyways, that's it for this episode. Was there anything that came up that we haven't already complained about?
Oh, so yeah. Did I say anything about Paige? I don't even remember.
You can talk about Paige for a second. Yeah, we kind of breezed over it.
Yeah, I noticed that all of a sudden now, it's like Jax was never a thing. And she's cracking out with Adam. Fine. But it just always feels like she takes pleasure
in her being in a better situation than everybody else. Yeah.
Yeah. And that is what I do not like about her.
She has that whole like.
Yeah. There was no video to show you. Your man left the villa a couple days ago. And I know you did not want that Adam video shown. And you believe you're an angel on earth. So no video being shown of you, it helps your case for that.
He says, do you think that Luca gets mad at everything but it's because Gemma is so young? He thinks that she might like toxic relationships. No, I think that he's controlling
and insecure.
And he's choosing someone young because somebody older would not tolerate that bullshit.
Yeah.
Not everybody. I mean, obviously there's different people that would tolerate certain things, obviously depending on what's going on in their life. But that's always my concern when there's a huge age gap. When there's a big age gap, I'm like, why can't you date someone your own age? Mm-hmm. Right? Like, why, what do you, like when I see like 60-year-olds dating these 20-year-olds, like, why are you dating someone that's 20? like she's a child still compared to like the 40 years of extra life that you've lived. And so I always feel as though it's the older person feeling a little bit inadequate about themselves. Usually I'm talking about the male, female, older male, younger female dynamic. It's like, why can't you date women your own way? Because chances are women your own age would not pull up with some of the bullshit, and they would think that you are better than you actually are. And you don't have to be a better man because you are, with somebody that doesn't expect much more from you.
Yeah. And we always kind of see a lot of times it's women who don't have good relationships with their dad or with their families, or, they've come from terrible backgrounds themselves. And so That happens a lot. I think even Gemma did mention her and her dad don't always get along. So there, I just, he's preying on her. He's preying on her.
Grooming her to get into like a toxic relationship. It's really
Yeah,
annoying.
yeah,
So Cash says, "Let Adam get his redemption's victory." I mean, if he's gonna
yeah.
come
But does
on,
it have to be with Paige? Can it be with like Ekin-Su? Or...
I want it to be with Al. I'm with you. Let's root for that one. Let's root for the breakup of Ekin-Su and Davide.
Mhm,
And Ekin-Su being like, I pushed aside the feelings that I had for you because I wanted to be respectful for Davide,
mhm,
but I really do wish that we had an opportunity to get to know each other.
mhm.
I think he would drop Paige like a hot potato.
Hot potato. Hot potato. And I think the audience would go for it. I think Paige would leave the villa like Amy, and it would be Maura and Curtis all over again.
It's very possible. Very possible. Well, that is it for this episode. Thanks everybody for being here. Thank you, Tamika, for all your insights and thoughts about this episode that was so maddening. Please follow Tamika over at Entertainment in Color on YouTube and all other major social media platforms. And over here, please subscribe to Reality Realness, like this video, and leave us a comment as whether or not you agree with us that Adam should crack on with Ekin-Su, and Ekin-Su needs to kick Davide to the curb. And also, Gemma needs to kick Luca to the curb and hopefully get a new date. And so, in the finale, would be Ekin-Su and Adam, Gemma and a new guy, and Dami and Indiyah.
Oh, did you want me to read Jax's statement?
Okay, read Jackson's statement before we go.
Okay. So he says, where do I start? What a roller coaster of emotions that was from start to finish. Since leaving the villa, I've had time to reflect on my time being in there. And if I'm going to be completely honest, I wasn't mentally prepared for how it was going to be at all. Underestimated it underestimated it massively. The first 2 weeks of my experience were probably the happiest I've ever been in a very long time. On the other hand, the last 2 weeks was definitely the worst I've ever felt in my life. I was finding myself feeling worse and worse every day, and if I didn't leave when I did, I was scared I was never have got back to my normal self. I've watched back the episodes that I got the most hate for, and listen, I understand why I did. I've got a lot of work to do on myself to become a better person. I know my family came out and said about my ADHD while I was in the villa, but this is no excuse for me. Yes, I might find certain things a lot more difficult than others, but at the end of the day, I need to take responsibility for my own actions and I'll hold my hands up. I sometimes couldn't watch how I was speaking and acting in certain situations, but it actually, God, I've watched it because now it was a real, opened my eyes up. It really opened my eyes up, and it's time to work on myself for me. I want to finish off and just say how overwhelmingly it is to see how much support I'm getting from people. If it wasn't for yous, I would be such a worse headspace than I am right now. So thank you so much for that. You people have had my back and messaging me. I've been reading all the messages every night, laid in bed, overthinking everything and thinking the worst about everything. But you people got me through it. I do appreciate the love. Honestly, thank you so much. He was on After Sun, but I didn't watch it.
Yeah, that was happening. It's probably right now. It just ended.
Yeah, yeah. So,
I mean,
yeah.
that's a well-written letter. I think that it's probably his publicist wrote that. You know what I
I don't
mean?
know. It had a lot of mistakes. I was cleaning them up as I was reading them.
No, but like he might have written it, but I think he
Yeah,
had
yeah.
some guidance of some
Oh, yeah,
things to
yeah,
say.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um, because like I work on myself, like that stuff like that. Like, oh, I realize now why I was getting some hate. I was very surprised by seeing what you guys, you know what I mean? Like, I think great, address those things, but I don't know if
Yeah.
I believe him
I'll
having
believe him when he apologizes to Remy and Ekin-Su and some of the people that he bullied
Paige.
in the, that he bullied in the villa.
So we'll see what happens. I'm happy that he put out some sort of statement, so at least we
Mhm.
could see that he's watched the episodes back and he has an idea about how he came across in the villa. So at this point, we'll just see what he does with it, and we'll see if he's really waiting for Paige,
Yeah.
and he's really gonna do everything that he can to get Paige back. Dan says bye. Bye, Dan.
Bye,
Bye,
Dan.
CJ. Thanks
Bye,
everybody
CJ.
for being here. You guys are the best. Tomorrow we should be going live at about 7 p.m. Eastern, just a little bit later tomorrow. So we'll see you then for the next episode. Bye, y'all.
Bye.